Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA and UFC news, Daniel Cormier recently expressed his opinion on Jon Jones' return to the UFC. Here's what Cormier had to say. My opinion of him has changed in this regard, and I think that he's so talented that regardless he'll be okay. And I also believe that he's going to make sure he can still compete. You know what's crazy, like everybody is talking about 3 years, but there are other people that have come back. George St. Pierre won a championship after being away all that time. Justin Gaethje recently spoke about a motorcycle accident he suffered a few weeks before his fight with Charles Oliveira. Here's the clip.
My dumbass, 18 days before I fought Charles, I was riding my bicycle to the gas station to get some nicotine pouches, and I had like a vicious crash on my bike, smoked my head off the road, road rash all down my back, and then, go in there and again take that damage that I took in that fight. And that's why I'm taking so much time off. But as soon as it happened, I had to go home and act like it didn't happen. Act like my vision didn't go 100% up for 2 seconds. And that's what we've been doing since we were kids. You put that doubt aside. And as soon as that happened, it's like, okay, what do I do next? How do I continue to improve and continue to just be ready for this fight?
Israel Adesanya recently defended Aljamain Sterling in an interview after he received a lot of criticism for hanging out with Andrew Tate in Abu Dhabi.
I saw him in Dubai, yeah. People were going at Funk Master for that. And I was like, you can't hang out with people? I mean, if he shows respect, I show respect. I'm not a guy, I take things at face value. I've never met him in my life, so I have no anything with him. But yeah, some of his message I can understand people didn't like, but I've heard some of it, and I feel he delivers it in a different way.
In a recent interview, Alexander Volkanovski says he's already preparing for the possibility of facing off against Islam Makhachev in the new year.
This Islam fight, you saw a few tweets going around there about a contract needing to be signed. I don't know if you can break some news for us today or if you can't, but is that still the plan? February, Perth, Islam?
Of course that's the plan. I want to go the champ, and I think I deserve it, and a lot of people agree, and I can't wait, mate. It's fired me right up, you know what I mean? Again, I know this, people look at a challenge, and yeah, it's a challenge. That's what excites me, you know what I mean? And but I mean, it's a challenge I know I'm ready for. Especially I already had just Craig Jones here today. Yesterday doing wrestling, I'm keen, man. I'm bulking. I'm eating a lot of calories at the moment, so it is good. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I'm going to be pretty stacked fight night. So obviously we're looking at Perth. We just got to get that signed and make that happen, and we will. So expect me and Islam to face off in February in Australia, which is going to be huge.
I saw your interview with Submission Radio, which I recommend everyone go check out, and you said, I'm so fired up for this one, it feels like I wasn't even fired up for the ones that I've had before me. I'm curious, what moment do you think you'll have that sort of yes, this is what I was fired up for? Is it when he takes you down, you get back up? Is it the face-off? What moment do you think this is it?
Oh man, even right now I'm like that. But I mean, going in again, I'm preparing for him to take me down, right? So that's how I mentally prepare. I always do that. But I mean, there's so many layers before I even get there. It's going to be hard to even get me down, and get me exactly where he wants me. Flat on my back. It's very, very hard to do.
Dan Hooker believes he owes Henry Cejudo an apology after his recent comments.
So I need to apologize to Henry Cejudo because I think I took it too far. I took it too far with Henry Cejudo. And he commented back to me, he said, Dan Hangman, how much gold have you got? I said, you should melt down all of your gold and try to buy your girlfriend back after she left your little ass. Hombre, I may have taken it too far. That one went a little bit over your head, so you missed that one, but it's all right. So I apologize, brother. That's a good way to wrap up the show.
Glover Teixeira talks about training with Alex Pereira and how he believes Pereira will do this weekend when he faces off against Israel Adesanya. Here's the clip.
I know you've been working with Alex for a little over a year. He's in Connecticut. He's been in your gym. How's he looking so far? How has this training camp gone for him?
Oh, he's looking amazing, man. I'm excited for this fight. He's looking incredible. The guy is determined to get that belt, and he did everything perfect. It's motivate me the way I see the hunger, the way he disciplined himself to become a champion. He's ready to be a champion.
I was talking with Yusri Belagoy, who I know has been in your camp, former opponent of Alex and Adesanya in kickboxing, and he was talking to me about Poatan's power, about Alex's power. What is that like? Because I mean, it seems like he has put almost everyone to sleep in kickboxing and MMA lately. What is his power like in training?
You know, of course, in training we hold back, man. You have to hold back, but like he got tremendous power. I never see somebody hit that hard and also have the technique and timing. And yeah, man, when he goes, it's a hard to. It's like my coach, my old coach, John Hackam, still my coach, but he used to say all the time, like, deal with the power is the most difficult thing for a fighter to deal with.
Justin Gaethje gives his opinion on whether or not he will fight Conor McGregor in the future.
I mean, I lost, so there's a much greater chance that will happen. He only fights people coming off losses, and here we are. So I don't think it's going to happen at all. I think there's about a 0% chance.
Why?
Why would he? I don't think he fights.
At all, ever?
No.
He's done. He's retired.
Yeah.
What makes you feel that way?
I mean, you're talking. I mean, a fight for like purely, strictly entertainment value, possibly. But as far as coming back and making, like being a competitive athlete, trying to fight for a title, absolutely never again. Why do I don't know. It's just what I think.
So you're talking about like he might go fight Jake Paul or something, but he's not actually going to get back into like the deep end of the lightweight or 170 division.
Yeah, he might fight Masvidal. Diaz is gone, so he's there. Oh yeah, that's about it.
What do you think about that? Nate Diaz leaving the UFC, at least temporarily.
Temporarily, he better not ever come back. He better go make money somewhere else.
Aljamain Sterling believes he can beat anyone in the bantamweight division, but insists that Sean O'Malley is the money fight in the UFC and can see a potential fight between the two in the near future.
I will whoop all their asses no matter what. Honestly, I feel that's how I honestly feel. If I had a match make, I'm gonna go by who's the number one contender. I don't believe in cutting the line. I believe in doing things the hard way, the way I had to do it. I didn't get any handouts. I had to fight through everybody in the top 5 pretty much, top 10. And there was no shortcuts to just jump the line and elevate to a title shot opportunity. Even when I had a number one contender fight, I think you guys could remember that the UFC wasn't so keen in giving me that shot that I earned. And who knows why? I guess maybe my style. It seems to be okay when the Dagestanis do it, but it's weird when I do it. I don't know. It's like this weird disconnect I'm trying to figure out. Maybe, like I said, maybe it's because I'm not Dagestani. I just got to shave my mustache and I think things would be okay. But if I had to pick somebody, give me the money fight. Whichever one that is, I think is personally O'Malley. And people may think, oh, you're just going to take him down and steamroll him. I think I would do that to anybody. So he can catch me the same way I could take him down and it'd be a short night for him. The same way he could catch me and it could be a short night for myself as well.
So if that's the case, would you want to see maybe Henry fight Cheeto in the meantime?
I would like to see Henry show that he's serious about this, I don't know. I can't take the guy serious. And there's nothing against him. He's accomplished so much. So I don't want to rag on him in that regards. But I do think if he actually gets back and competes against somebody to make it go like, okay, this guy's for real. And I do understand his what he's trying to do. He doesn't want to take a number one contender fight because if he loses, it's just, he would rather lose in a title shot opportunity. And I think that's where he's at right now.
Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.